Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kristen. Today I'm going to film for you my bi-weekly makeup basket. I am just getting over being sick, so I feel like I sound a little bit stuffed up. I actually can't hear myself too good. I'm just realizing that my ears might be a little bit clogged just from trying to listen to myself talk. So I have a video that's going up today. It's going to be my burn through products update number 2. I filmed that about a week ago and then I got sick. So in that video I talk about how I've been really behind on my channel, and then of course I don't post that video till 6 days after I filmed it. But I'm trying to get my act together. If I wasn't sick, that video would have been up, and I do still have another couple of videos to get edited for you. So I am going to go ahead and hop into this video, and sitting here in front of me are my products from last week that I'm going to declutter and the products that I am going to be using in the next coming week. And I'm just realizing that I didn't really pull a foundation or a primer to kind of show in this video, but it's okay, and I'll tell you why. We're getting to the end of the year here. I'm winding down with my projects. Again, in that video that I'm going to post today, I mentioned that I feel like I really have been slowing down on my panning, and I think part of that is because of all of the things that I've been pulling in my baskets, and I feel like I've gotten some products decluttered from my collection, which is a good thing on one hand, and on the other hand I've been neglecting some of the things that I am trying to pan. So I have several sample primers in a project, and I have one full-size primer that I'm still working on for a project, my year-long project. I'm still working on that. That will be my 4th or 5th primer that I finish, but it definitely won't be finished before the end of the year. But I do want to focus on those primers that I already have and make sure that I am making as much progress as I can on those. As far as foundation goes, I have my MAC Studio Fix Fluid that is also in a project that I want to try and finish by the end of the year, so I'm going to go ahead and focus on that. Plus, I've really been using the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Radiance foundation, and I have been in love with that. So this is actually the first time today that I've worn the Urban Decay Naked Skin that I pulled for this last basket, and I am going to go ahead and keep it in my collection. I do really enjoy it. I just only got to use it once in the last basket. So that I got a little ahead of myself. That is going to be my primer and my foundation, but I wanted to go and just show you the things that I'm going to declutter from the last basket. If you remember, I had pulled this Dream Sun and Maybelline Touch of Light illuminators, and I didn't use them again this entire basket, so I was just going to declutter both. And then I put the Touch of Light on today. It is a bit dark for me. I put it on before my foundation. I'm not sure if it's going to stay in my collection or not, but I swatched these two next to each other and they're almost identical, even though they're two different products. So I am going to go ahead and declutter this one right here. As far as face products, I want to go ahead and declutter this Physicians Formula Natural Glow and Mood Boosting Blush. This is their Happy Booster. This has a lot of silver glitter in it, and I don't really feel like it is that special on my cheeks, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. This is a little bit of a hard one for me. I really enjoyed this Hermosa Rose when I put this on as a bronzer, but it's really not special to me when I go ahead and swatch it on my hands and what I remember it looking like on my cheeks. So I am going to go ahead and declutter this. This is really hard for me. This is the Milani Illuminating Face Powder. This is like the rose colored highlighter, and it is really pretty. I liked it when I put it on. When I swatched it, it's not terribly special. I do have some other pink toned highlighters in my collection that I would prefer to use over this. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this. I am going to go ahead and keep the Amber Nectar, which is originally something I was going to declutter because I didn't feel like it gave me what I wanted it to give me on my cheekbones for a highlight. But when I swatched it out today on my hand with all of the colors mixed in, I feel like it could be a really pretty shimmery blush. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it for that reason. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and declutter is this NYX matte bronzer in the shade Light, which kind of surprised me, but I actually prefer the deep tan which I have. This is a little more on the orange side, and if I want something in this tone of a bronzer, I have several others that I know that I like. Not that I don't like this one, but just that other ones that I really know that I want to keep in my collection, so I feel secure in letting this go out of my collection. And this very last product is something that I was originally going to declutter, and then I decided to give a chance, and then I really liked it and I was going to keep it, and then I used it again today and I was just really frustrated with it. So this is the Lorac Party Palette. And the reason I was really frustrated with this is I just feel like all the shades blend into each other. The look that I came up with today, I am loving this on camera, and in fact, like another time I caught myself in the mirror, I really enjoyed the way it looked, but when I was doing it, it was just so frustrating to me because I felt like it just kept blending, the shades kept blending into each other. I'm still on the fence about this one. There's some really pretty shades in here. I really enjoy these first two shades. This one's a glitter bomb, but it's nice. I really like this one, even though it has a lot of glitter in it. It's got a really nice undertone to it. This shade is really pretty, and this is what I put all over the lid. But you're definitely going to need a base with this for, you know, if you really want to get the impact out of it. And these last two shades I didn't use, but I can guarantee I probably won't ever use that blue one. This khaki green is pretty, and I did use this purple on my outer V. This is a really chalky white, so I'm not sure about this one, but I'm just so on the fence about this. I think what it comes down to is I feel like I could get this look with other palettes, so I feel like I could let that palette go, but we'll see. That's definitely in the declutter pile for now. So we'll go ahead and get into the products that I'm going to go ahead and use in the next basket, and you will notice that I really kind of scaled things back for this one. Mainly because, like I said in the beginning, I want to focus on the things that I have in project pans and get as much progress as I can before the end of the year. So I'm going to go ahead and get into those products for this basket now. I had to get some water. I am really parched. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. So for blushes, you will notice, like I said, that I really kind of toned everything down. What I decided I wanted to do for this basket is have at least one high-end and one drugstore option, because I feel like I've been neglecting my higher end stuff, and I still have some drugstore things that I want to get through and some high end things that I haven't even used, so I kind of want to, you know, keep on the decluttering journey just a little bit. So the first thing I have is this Milani Romantic Rose. I literally haven't even used this. You can attest to the fact that I am peeling off the packaging now. But my girl Abby from Make Life Your Runway just compared this to the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed that I got her for her birthday, and I said I have that, and it's a really pretty neutral shade that I thought would be really nice for just everyday wear, so I decided I wanted to go ahead and pull this. I literally have not used any of the powder blushes that are like the flowers, and I have all of them, I think, and I've literally never used any of them. It's terrible. So I also wanted to pull a cream blush just because I haven't pulled this in a while and I was thinking about it, and this is the ColourPop blush in the shade Cruel Intentions. This was from their holiday collection last year, I believe, or their fall collection or something last year. So I wanted to go ahead and pull that. I guess I'll go ahead and give you some swatches of these because I feel like this video is going to be a little bit shorter. So that's what that looks like. That is the Romantic Rose, and then this is what Cruel Intentions looks like. So I just think they'll both be really nice. That Romantic Rose is really powdery, so that's what that looks like, and that's the Cruel Intentions. The swatches out here don't look too great, but blushes historically don't swatch very great. Anyways, so the next one is this Chanel blush in the shade Jersey, and I think this is upside down. Yeah, this is in the shade Jersey, and this is like a peachy kind of neutral shade. So I will go ahead and swatch that there. So that looks very nude, I guess. So that's what that looks like right there. Swatches are just like super not true to color out here. So I tried, but those are the blushes that I pulled. And I decided I wanted to use a contour palette because I've been using a couple different things for contour in the last couple of weeks. I used the NYX Taupe blush for contouring, which I really enjoyed. I have used my excuse me. I have used my Wet n Wild contour palette. I have used the brown from that Beauty and the Beast trio that I went ahead and pulled, and that was really, really nice. So I decided I wanted to have something to contour with. So I went ahead and pulled this Tarteist contour palette, and so this is what this looks like. It kind of gives me another highlight, which you'll see the highlights I picked in a minute. Gives me a couple of either bronzing or contouring shades here. It gives me some setting shades. I apologize for that. And then it kind of cheats and gives me another blush option right there, which is a really nice mauve. So I'm glad that I pulled this. I look forward to doing some contouring. The bronzers that I pulled, this is something that I have decided in my mind that I feel like I want to declutter just because I feel like I'll never use it, but when I swatched it, it's really, really pretty. I don't even know why I bought it, to be completely honest, but this is a high-end product. This is the Stila Sweet Treat Bronzing Powder, and you can see I had already swatched it, so I decided why not try it on the cheeks if I've already stuck my finger in it and it's not brand new and pristine. So I wanted to go ahead and pull this. I did swatch it again today, and I'm really excited to use this, and I think I might end up keeping it just by the way I feel about it swatched on my hand. The next bronzer that I pulled is this Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula, and this is in light to medium. This used to have like a really orange overspray, and this is a little bit more on the warm side for a bronzer, but I really like a shimmery bronzer sometimes, and I am tanning the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil mini bronzer, so that's why I didn't want to go overboard with bronzers, and I feel like that Stila bronzer has a little bit of a sheen, but this has a little bit more of a shimmer to it, so I kind of wanted to have a variety, and that Stila is a little bit on the darker side as well. So I realized I actually forgot to show you guys one of the bronzer products that I wanted to use in the next 2 weeks. This is actually a cream product from ColourPop, and actually it is a blush, and some people use it both ways as a bronzer, some people use it as a blush, and some people use it as a contour. So I wanted to kind of put this in the bronzer category with the intent to use it as a cream contour, cream bronzer, but also have it as an option for a blush. And so this is ColourPop's Aphrodisiac. So that's what that looks like. I had forgotten to show this to you, and I did want to mention it. Although it's not super important, I would use it whether or not I showed it in the video. But I wanted to go ahead and show you that I plan to use that in this basket as well. And last for the face is highlight. And so I pulled a cream highlight, and I'm super excited to use this because I swatched it and it's really, really pretty. This is the Mega Glow Multi-Stick in the color Marigold Round, and it's like a pinky gold. It's super pretty and unique, and I think this will look really nice under the powder highlight that I am panning right now, which is an Essence one, and it's I think this is just going to go really, really nice with that. So I wanted to go ahead and pull this. Let's see if I can see if you can even, you may or may not be able to see this. I think you can kind of see it there, but it's super, super pretty. I'm so excited to use that. A highlighter that I haven't used since I got it. This is from Sonia Kashuk. This is Knockout Beauty in Golden Gloves Skin Glow. Really, really pretty. This is definitely a golden kind of bronzer. Really cool embossing in there. So I'm really excited to use that. And another highlighter that I decided to pull because my girl Betsy from Make Up Your Mind has been panning her little mini of this. This is the Lorac Spotlight. I've been thinking about this for a little while since she's been using this, and I do have the full size. They don't make this anymore, which is really sad, but this is a really, really pretty highlighter. So I decided to go with the high-end drugstore theme. I would go ahead and pull this shade since I really haven't used it in quite some time, and I just wanted to see how I feel about it. I don't know that there's really any highlighters that I would want to get rid of in my high-end collection, but I will start going through them to see, but I definitely don't think that's going to be one of them. And for my eyes this week, this 2 weeks, this is my very last Lorac palette that I have, and I will be moving on to something else. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to go on to Too Faced or if I'm going to go on to Urban Decay. I'm kind of on the fence about that, but the final palette that I have is the Lorac Pro 3 palette, and I haven't used this at all. So I'm really excited to use this, and I do feel like this differs from the Mega Pro 3. I don't know, I just feel like this has a little bit of a different tone to it, so I'm really, really excited to use these shades. I think actually these might be a little bit more on the cooler tone, which is pretty nice. So I'm really excited, like I said a billion times just now. I am really excited to use that. So as far as lip products, I really want to focus on one lipstick in particular because my 2016 16 and 2016 was an absolutely complete fail. That was supposed to be my lip products, and like serious fail. Like I don't think I finished anything. I lost one. Just a total fail. But this was in that project, and it's also in another project currently. This is the Too Faced La Creme in Naked Dolly. It's just a mini, but I want to go ahead and try to finish this by the end of the year. I still doubt it's going to happen, but I'm really going to try and focus on this in the next 2 weeks without a whole lot of extra frill. One thing that I think I will wear quite a bit probably though is this NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken that my friend Abby got me. I can't find the one in Sandstorm, which I really, really love. I would definitely wear both of these because it's just easier for me at work to have a lip color that I can put on like a liquid lipstick and it stays on. So I think I'll use this quite a bit. I really enjoy this shade. And what I have on today that I just simply wanted to use is this Urban Decay lipstick in, this is the Sheer Shimmer lipstick in Alice, and this was from their Alice in Wonderland collection. This is a little bit of a peachy sheer nude, and it's got a nice pink glittery shift to it, which is really, really pretty. So I went ahead and pulled that. So those are the three that I might use in the next 2 weeks, but really, really heavily try and focus on that Too Faced lipstick. So that is it for my basket. I hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like I was really able to tone it down this time with my amount of product choices. So I'm really excited about the basket for the next 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching, and again, really going to try and pick up the slack on my channel, and really try and work on my Instagram and correlate the two between, you know, YouTube when I post a video, updates on products and things like that. So I'm really going to focus on working on that in the next couple of weeks. So I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you guys.